Why? Why do you have to leave me behind? You always do this. You always ditch me. I mean, I get it. And the burden you never asked for. It's only supposed to be your little sibling that after Mom and Pop passed. I'm the kid you weren't prepared to raise, but it sucks for me too. Where are you going? Please come back. Wait. Thanks for taking me to hang out with your friends with you. I'm the only person my age who talks. Yeah, I'll behave. Promise. I can't believe you tricked me! You and your friends are so mean, and I hate you all!
Wake up. Wake up, human. Wake up. Wake up, human.
You were crying out in your sleep. I was worried you might have been in pain. Nightmare? Apologies, but remind me what that means. Right. Dreams. I had forgotten about those. Demons do not dream. We do not even sleep. In any case, the dream cannot hurt you anymore. I know not what you saw, but the fear is all that remains. It is over. Though I watched over you while you slept, my attention was split. If anything had happened here, I would know immediately and give you my full protection once more, but I was... How do I put this in a way a mortal can comprehend? I mean this as no slight to your intelligence, human. It is merely something you have no context for. It is akin to describing how walking feels to a snake, or color to a mole, or linear time to an oracle. You might be able to understand it in a broad sense, if I explain it correctly, but if I do not, it will be little more than a waste of time. I communed with the sea of mana that flows through the world, in a way. Through this, I was able to sense disturbances in its flow. Does that make sense so far? It is an oversimplification, but it will have to suffice. When magic is used, it distorts the sea of mana enough that powerful demons, such as myself, can glean the sources of these distortions. For instance, there's a peculiar distortion happening in Jaswin, unrelated to your sibling. It is an absence rather than a presence, as if something is displacing magic without taking it in. Another, deep in the Rockabelle Mountains, there is a much more likely possibility. A subtle distortion, but definitely a containment spell of some kind. Another of note is in the Barocco Woods, although there are several factors muddling my sense in that region. The closest, however, is in the ruins of Katarna, though shrouded in ancient wards that still pulse with power. Something there is different than it should be, I think. So I suggest we make our journey there first. still appear distressed. Perhaps you'd like to talk about your nightmare. Your sibling. Oh my. A nightmare about the past. I suppose telling you that the fear was all that remained was naive of me. I apologize. But I will do my utmost to help you make things right. Contrary to what you may believe, you are not a bad person. Would a bad person put in all the effort of traveling through a country and a half to seek help from a demon in its self-made prison, all to right the wrongs of your past? What you have done in the past is not all that defines you, human. What matters now is what you do with your experiences and how you choose to proceed. You are not good, but you are on the precipice of becoming good. I do believe that. I have to. I have done terrible things too. I told you once that I created a flower that can make someone immortal. I knew the consequences. I knew that the human mind could not handle eternity. But I created it anyway. That was merely my first offense. I've done worse, far, far worse. I have committed atrocities, human. I would rather not frighten you with the details until you trust me more. I know you still have doubts about me. I would be disappointed if you did not. But for the moment, let us speak only of the recent past. Could you tell me how you came upon the name Panacea? You heard from a demon. It does not make sense. There is only one demon who ever spoke kindly of me. And you could not have met that demon. She is long dead. Do not lie to me, human. Tell me you didn't meet Alithia. I do not understand. It's impossible. Alithia was my sister. I was exiled because of what I did to her. I was once power-hungry and callous, and I killed her. She stood in my way when I was attempting to stir up animosity towards humankind. She always saw the best in me, even when I did nothing but prove her wrong. She told me that I should not instigate a second genocide. And instead of hearing her out, I struck her down. I regretted it immediately. She was the only being I cared for back then. In my grief, I devoured what remained of her, and I fled to the Tauric Mountains and locked myself away. That was a few millennia ago. No, devouring her was not something I did in cruelty, nor was it consent, nor was it consumption in the way a human eats. A dead demon's magic festers and corrupts if it is not dealt with. A living demon can absorb the magic of a dead one. And in this way, even our dead live on in a sense. Though humans may become ghosts, demons, our magic is all we are. I used her magic to create my prison. In a sense, it was like being imprisoned by her, and I spent a long time alone, unable to leave that prison of my own design, and unwilling, even if it was in my power. If there is someone going around using her name and memories, I do not know what that might mean. It could not be her. So what motive would another demon have for impersonating her? Just to set me free? After all I have done, there cannot be an altruistic reason for it. No matter. Our primary concern right now is locating your sibling. Eat. And then we will investigate the elven ruins I mentioned earlier.
Hi, Ginger Neutral here. Thanks for listening to my audio. How obvious is it that I'm really bad at talking slowly? I've been trying to slow down with this character, but it drives me nuts. It takes so long to talk, and I don't do that like that. Anyway, yeah.